keep it 1 for 100. My men keep it 1 for 100. My ladies keep it 1 for 100. My peoples keep it 1 for 100.
100.
Welcome to Keep It 100 Oklahoma High School Sports on this Sunday. I guess it's the last Sunday of July, right?
Yeah.
You know what that means, folks? It's what?
Football time.
Football time. Anytime you can see the NFL channel showing all 32 teams. You know, your man over at with the Jets. Yeah. Rodgers. I think they're gonna do some damage this year, man. I think they're gonna be the team. Yeah. You know, they got the players. I'm excited about high school football. Excited about college football. You know, old man like myself, that back in the day they used to play college football on the PlayStation and Xbox. Yeah. Got introduced again, Big E. Yeah. And I tell you, I'm not as good as I used to be, but it's fun to see some of these guys on there. It's funny though, because I've been playing with OU, and if you watch the game or play the game, OU's not very, very good. You know, if they're doing the top rankings, and there he is, folks. Jonah Lewis coming in right on cue. We're just getting started, man. But welcome. We got everybody back this week, so you can tell it's football season. We're all kicking off the season and getting things going. But we're sitting here talking about college NCAA football. But if you look at the game, Big E, you know, OU's ranked number 14. But as you look at, you know, if you're watching the game and you're watching the rankings, if you're playing the game, the dynasty, they go down. So they're not expecting OU to be very good this year on the game.
I guess. The O-line, anytime I play with OU.
The line's not good.
It's
number 70. Who's number 70?
Number 7. Canick on defense.
He should have put his name on the game.
7 or 70?
70.
Oh, 70. That's
70.
Sexton, I think.
Sexton?
No, or he's 78. I don't know who's 70.
Whoever 70 is, man, and I'm keeping it 100 because that's the name of the show. He should have put his name on the game because he gets beat every time. Yeah. I mean, I can't even go out and take all my receivers go. I have to have my back stay in and block because I ain't got no time. And then the second thing, Biggie, I'm kind of upset. Yeah. You got a good quarterback, Hawkins, right? Mm-hmm. He ain't even on the game.
No, he's not on there. I noticed that.
Why is that?
I guess he didn't opt in.
He should opt in because Arnold, he's all right, but I like to have another QB. And then number 27, what's his name? Shockey. What's his name? Sasha. I mean, he runs hard. But he ain't got no speed.
He's the fastest running back in the game.
He ain't the fastest. Man, when you start...
He has like 97 speed, 98 excel.
I understand.
You get him in the open field, nobody's catching him.
No, he's a track star.
Yeah. Man, I'm just telling you right now. I like...
I think
you're playing on rookie mode or something. That's why everything's slower.
No. I'm playing the top notch, man. I mean, I'm getting my head beat in, man. Kids talking noise to me. Thank God I ain't got a headset because they be talking noise to me. Talking about my mama, my aunt, my cousin. I'm telling you, if I had a headset, I would have cut some of them kids out, and I probably got banned from the Xbox. Sean and Gabe both beat the brakes off me. They text me every night telling me, do you want to get a game because they want to get a W on their belt. So I just quit ignoring their texts. Yeah. But I have to say the game is fun though.
It is a lot of fun. Playing Road to Glory and Dynasty. I'm rebuilding USF right now.
Okay.
USF.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the fun part about it.
I had to choose a school that's in a good recruiting ground.
That's the good part about it, Jonah. Yeah. You can build like I'm playing with I started Road to Glory. I started as a 2-star. I didn't come out as a big star. I started as a 2-star quarterback. I was quarterback back in my young Jarman days at Jarman. Was back up to Jeremy Woods and A.J. Hinch and whoever else. I was like number 9. But, hey, I was on the team as a QB in high school, but didn't ever get to play it. But so I'm reliving my dream through the Xbox. Okay. So I went to Northwestern first and didn't get no game. And then I got a transfer portal like everybody else.
How does it determine if you get game or not?
You got to earn it. You got to do your testing and
you got to keep your GPA up in this game. You got to
study. You got to do all the things right.
So it's part of the GPA part.
Yeah. Didn't know the playbook, but so I transferred to Kennesaw State or something like that.
Kennesaw. Yeah.
What's it called? Say that again.
Kennesaw.
Hey, took him to a bowl game. Had a chance to go play in the national championship. Get beat in my conference game 9-7.
9-7.
9-7, man.
Soccer?
I know. Got a safety and just didn't play good that game. But came back. He was a starter. Was up for the top QB. So I did my thing. So now Baylor wants me. I haven't decided if I'm going to stay at Kenhaw State or if I'm going to go to Baylor, Kansas. So I don't know, Big E.
Here's how mine shook out. I started out at Kennesaw State because
Okay.
they were the only school that wanted me to start. I was like, I'm trying to start immediately.
That's it.
So I can get some tape and then I can transfer out of this whack school.
Yeah,
So,
kind of like what my boy from Choctaw did. He at OU now.
yeah.
Yeah.
He earned his spot up there. So, anyways, you went there. Then I went to TCU. We were one game away from making the Big 12 championship.
Who beat you?
And then my O-line decided not to block. I think it was who was it? I don't know. I think it was Utah or something.
Big 12
And
tough.
And then I was like, you know what? My O-line doesn't want to block for me here. I'll go to Ole Miss. And then first year Ole Miss took him to a national championship.
Okay,
So-
okay. Congratulations.
So you played 12 games and everything?
Yeah, it's the real deal, man.
Yeah.
It's. I tell you, they could probably make that game more real than real. It's real.
They have like the band,
The band.
like with the songs that they play. Like anytime you score with OU, you hear the dun da da da. Like it's kind of
like it,
cool.
I like
Sooner, what they say? Sooner what? Sooner Nation, Sooner Brand, Sooner. Well, however it goes. But
Yeah.
it's good stuff though. But I wish they had my backup QB. My backup QB is Thompson, and love Thompson to death, man. But old as dirt. He about 80.
Is he coming off another ACL?
I mean, he's just trying to get to the league though. But Jackson, he's pretty decent on the game. He throws some darts and he can
He's
run
pretty
a little
quick,
bit.
too.
He quick.
Yeah.
He quick. You got to know how to play the game, man. You got those guys. All they do is sit around and stream and teach you some things. They taught me a couple things though. But
I
folks,
just like how customizable it is. Like you can change the stems on their route and everything. Like if they're on like a 3-yard out, you can push it up to 5 or 10 yards. I'm like, that changes the game.
But folks, man, it's we back. It's football season, man. We'll talk a little OU football, OSU football before we get everything started. We'll have a special guest on, the outstanding quarterback from Muskogee, Mr. Jamarian Ficklin, the Cone Birdman.
He's been there for 20 years.
I mean, that's what I said, man. I was sitting thinking about doing this show, man. I remember he's a 4-year starter at Muskogee, man. I remember when I first did the show with him, it was over at Carl Albert. He beat Carl Albert his freshman year. Beat him pretty good at home. And so I think Reed DeQuazy got hurt that game and had to go to a backup quarterback. But, Birdman and his guys came in to Carl Albert and took care of business. And he finally won his first state championship. And I'll tell you, we'll get a chance to talk to him in a few minutes. But I don't think anybody's going to beat them guys. They went out, reloaded, and took everybody on that side of the state. Good players. They took Barterville's good running back. I mean, they got all kind of guys. They got 2 D1 offensive linemen, man, up front. I mean, I'll let him explain that. But I'll just tell you right now, man, this transfer portal in high school is ridiculous, man. I mean, it's probably worse than in the college. We'll talk. I mean, I really thought that Jake Corbin might have a chance this year, but I don't see nobody beating Muskogee, and then Stillwater's going to be tough. And I tell you, another team that you got to watch out for is going to be Piedmont. Piedmont, that offense is tough to prepare for 1 week.
Yeah,
and they can slow the game. If they keep your offense off the field, they go score a couple of touchdowns. It's hard to prepare for that offense. That what they run that option.
Yeah, triple option flex
triple
or
option
wishbone or
yeah.
whatever.
So it's going to be tough for teams to prepare for that. But we'll get on here. We'll talk about the big 6A. We'll go down the weeks. We'll go small 6A, then 5A, 4A, then probably do 3 and 2A together. It'll be really interesting this year, man. One of the big-time players that was at Moore, C.J. Simons, we had him on the show. Hopefully have him on pretty soon again. He transferred his talents over to Tuttle. So Tuttle went got sophomore's quarterback. And then the Twins. No, they got sophomore's quarterback that was pretty good. He was a freshman last year. He was pretty good. And took some Twins. They all went to Tuttle. So Tuttle should be have a good chance to go fight for that. What is that? 4A? Are they in 4A or 3A? 4A state championship. Newcastle moves up to 5A. It's gonna be tough. They're gonna have some tough teams. Carl Albert's Carl Albert. I think Carl Albert had one of the best defense in the state this year. They got 5 or 6 guys, and had the young man that moved over from Edmond Santa Fe that plays quarterback. But I'm really interested to see how that quarterback position plays out. I wouldn't be surprised if you see the name Collier getting a lot of snaps in that and with that first team offense, man. Did some good things over the spring. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to do much when you got 7 guys that's is over 6'2", 6'3" that can run.
And they're all going to play D1 ball,
Who's their tailback?
They have Elijah, but they had the tailback that moved in from Choctaw, the little bowling ball that was at Westmore.
Oh, what's that?
Simons.
He been every school.
Simmons,
But hey, Simmons, yeah. But I'm telling you, man, the kid, man, I watched him run in the spring, man. He's
good.
He's good.
Yeah.
I mean, and Elijah looks good, and Elijah looks really good on the secondary, man. That secondary is loaded. And then you have the young man that came in from Santa Fe. He'll be a part of that secondary. But I tell you right now, it's going to be really interesting. High school football, man. I mean, Jay Nickens, I think he's staying at Douglas. I really thought he would leave and go somewhere else, but I think he's going to play for Coach Turner, and hopefully Douglas didn't win a game, and maybe, the last time we saw him, he said wherever he plays, he wins. So we shall see. Nickens, we're going to see how good you are. I don't think he signed with anybody yet, but
no, he was committed to OU and then decommitted because he wants to play basketball and football at the next level. And I think
he better go to Oklahoma State.
Last time I heard, OU was trying to get it worked out to where he could do that.
Okay, they just signed a young man that's going to play basketball and baseball.
Yeah, that's another thing. Porter Moser. I mean, in the last couple of weeks, he's been getting all these recruits for basketball and everything, just kind of out of nowhere.
Who's that?
OU's basketball coach? Yeah. But, I mean, he's on the hot seat.
Yeah,
so, I
mean.
You
You got to get him in. I mean, NIL
He's
money,
already
man.
in a hot seat?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You got to win, man.
He hasn't made the tournament
SEC,
since he's been there. So
you got to keep up with the big dogs.
The SEC should be easier for basketball.
I was going to say that's true. That's true.
I mean, you just gotta dodge Kentucky and I guess Arkansas now with Coach Cal over there.
Coach Cal, but they're giving out NIL money like it's candy, like it's trick or treat Halloween. Come get it.
Yeah. Did you hear about how much money Texas Tech offered that softball pitcher?
Oh, the one from Stanford.
The one from Stanford.
No, how much?
$1.3 million.
Is she gonna take it?
Yeah, she's committed there.
Okay.
OU was in the running for it, but I mean, I guess they weren't going to pay $1.3 million to a softball player, but
you wouldn't have to play. Shit, she's set for life.
Yeah, absolutely.
And she's a smart young lady coming
from Stanford. Yeah. This NIL is getting crazier and crazier, and now they passed it to where the schools can pay the athletes directly. So now the athletes are employees.
It's like Oregon and Nike.
Yeah. So, but yeah, crazy stuff.
So we'll get this party started, man. Real quick, give a shout out to my Crush Queens 2029. They went out and took care of business the last month, folks. That's why we haven't really been doing those shows. But I've been on the road with the Queens, man, covering them and their high school team and their sixth grade team. But all 3 teams went out, showed out, did some big things. We started off in Philly, went played in the Puma national tournament. The 2029 girls won it. Beat a great team out of South Carolina. Good team. Beat them in the final. I think the closest game they had was 12. But I tell you, man, that team was pretty good. They had 4 girls from Guam or Gaima or whatever. One of them.
Messing up.
Yeah, I messed up some stuff. Guala, wherever the hell they was from. But they were some big girls, though. But we found how to take care of business. Then we left Philly, won that championship. Then we took ourselves to one of the toughest tournaments around. There was a lot of college coaches there.
Did y'all go to state and come home, or just from state to state?
I went state to state. So what I did is we flew into Philly, rented a car, but the place that we played at was like 2 hours from Philly. So rented a car, drove into town, stayed in that town where we was at. Then we got done to get ready to head back to Kentucky. I returned that rental car and got a bigger rental car, and then drove to Kentucky. Got a chance to hang out for 3 or 4 days in Kentucky. It was pretty cool, man. The place that we stayed at was like on a little strip, so had some nice little place to eat and to shop. So I didn't really do a lot in Kentucky, but Philly I did get to go see the statue and run the stairs. Man, I was up there.
Was that run? You said run the stairs?
I ran the stairs, man. I walked a little bit and ran.
It's
power walk.
It was a mall walk the stairs.
Yeah, mall walk. But hey, got it done. But the girls took care of business there, and they played up in the division. Was kind of worried about that, but they took care of business. Played a team out of Alabama. ELYBL team, pretty salty team, but one thing about these young ladies, man, they don't back down for nobody. The last few weeks, Coach Dre's had them playing up in the high school divisions, and they've taken care of business. They're playing the high school division today. They'll be in the championship this afternoon at Moore High School. Then they'll finish next week in the maybe big tournament. Got 52 teams. Team out of Indiana. The future, they'll be here. A team that's beat us before, like to get revenge on them. But you got 52 teams. We got to go take care of business. You can tell yesterday we kind of started off kind of sloppy. sluggish. Second
Right
game,
time.
just 2 weeks off. Haven't done nothing in 2 weeks, but that's why Coach Dre got him in a tournament this weekend and kind of knocked him that rust off. But like I said, good shout out to all these young ladies, man. They're all each young lady brings something different each night. So one thing about this team, you can't say, hey, I'm going to try to stop Brooklyn. I'm going to try to stop Zoe. I'm going to try to stop the twins. I'm going to try to stop Riri. I'm going to try to stop JJ. Everybody, every different night, somebody steps up. Some of our players that come off the bench, Shelby, Paris has done a great job. Mac has done a great job, coming off the bench. JJ, even though she's not a starter, she plays starter minutes, but she's probably one of our best three-point shooters along with Annabelle. Brooke and Zoe, our two guards, man, find a way to get to the hole. Can't wait to see these young ladies to get to the high school level, man, just to see how they get recruited, because these girls are playing at a higher division right now and only being in 7th grade, and so what they're going to do when they get in high school, and they're playing against high school girls and holding their own. So Coach Dre's done a good job. You high school coaches, you're looking at this picture, man, be tickled about some of these girls you're going to get here in the next couple of years, because these girls are the truth right now, man.
You don't think they'll stay together?
It's just kind of tough to stay together, man, trying to get all 5, 6, 7, 8 girls to play,
Yeah, it's a new era.
Yeah, but, some of them are Bombers, some of them are Titans, some of them are,
right down the street.
Dale. You never know. Especially with the transfer portal.
That's what I just said.
But you never know. Sometimes it's.
You can just start your own high school. Like
that's what I told Coach Dre.
Bishop Sycamore, or whatever. You can get.
That's what I told.
That?
Yeah.
Just start your own.
I told Coach Dre he should start his own Crush Queens Academy. You know what I'm saying? His high school girls are doing good things, and Kaylee Davis, the 6th grade team has done good things. They're playing right now in the Prime National. Had a chance to win it today, so hopefully they'll win that and go take care of business. So so far the girls have done really, really good. But before we bring on Jamarian Ficklin, I would like Coach Big E to do me a favor. If you guys don't know, Christopher Crawford, Chris Crawford's youngest son, was in a golf cart accident about a week ago. Fell off and bumped his head and had drainage coming out his ear. Had to have emergency section. I think he's in what they call ICU.
ICU.
Yeah, ICU right now. He got to keep his head a certain way. But just want to say a quick prayer for him, Big E, if you can. Just to let him know we're thinking about him over here at Keep It 100. He's a young man we've had on the show before, but that's how we do it, folks. We care about everybody. We care about, no matter what sport you play, we care about you. But at the end of the day, it's just the health of a young man. You want to see him come back, young 13, 14-year-old man. You want him to come back and be strong and be the young man again, because he's going to probably be one of the top golfers in the state here in a few years. So
he's talented.
Just want to hope he can just recover and everything comes out good. So, Big Eve, you can say a quick prayer for us.
His name is
Christopher Crawford. Yes, sir.
All right. Lord, I just pray for Christopher right now, and I pray for his healing. As he suffered an accident, I just pray for supernatural healing over him at this moment, and I pray that you comfort the family during this tough time, and I pray that you just let them know that you're there. And that you comfort them and heal them, and in Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Well, folks, like I said, you want to tell, I tell everybody all the time. I know Jonah got a couple babies, and I got some, and I got a granddaughter, one granddaughter, and I find out next week what my oldest daughter is having. Her and Cam is about to announce. They announced to the world that baby's already more popular than her papa or his papa. I
feel like that baby's gonna be pretty spoiled.
That baby
like around
spoiled,
the world,
man. Everybody giving that baby some shout out,
yeah.
man. Cam, I know last night he played in kind of the celebrity game, and I think he hit 3 or 4 threes, man.
He played what?
In the celebrity basketball game.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. It was on some little link. I should have sent it out, but
probably on Twitch or something.
Yeah, it was good. He had a good game. It's all the different celebrities that do the podcast. We ain't there yet, but hey, maybe one day.
Maybe
we
one
will.
day.
One day.
Yeah.
Get to see him. I couldn't, man. Dude, it's so funny, man. I'm old. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm old. I'm not what I used to be, and I ain't gonna say I was. Dude, I walked in. I got cameras put in, and I watched myself take the trash out. And I said, "Damn, I walk like I'm about 80 years old." So I'm just keeping it 100. So it's just so funny, man, to see where you used to be and where you are now. But it's crazy. But like I said, anything y'all else want to talk about before we bring Mr. Birdman on?
No, we can go ahead and bring him on.
Okay, let's bring him on and get this thing moving. Like I said, we'll go over big 6A today. Then we'll go 6A small next week. Then 5A, then 4 and 3A together. And we'll just kind of knock it down, see how it goes. Though we want to try to get everybody in before the season starts. So we'll be right back after what?
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Oh,
you have Muskogee schedule?
Yeah, y'all got everybody's schedule.
Okay, pull that up.
He can probably pull it up too.
Yeah, I can.
All right, let me start this again. But I did shoot a new commercial for Eric, so we'll drop it in our new deal. You know, he changed his name to what? Chaos. Chaos, baby. Jonah went to saw him.
Shout out to Eric. He hooked me up with a shirt. He had come in at work and he hooked me up.
There you go, Big E. So. What about you, Jonah? You went.
I meant to wear it today. Right? I forgot.
Had a nail in my tire.
He took care of you.
Sir.
Eric takes care of you, man. I went over there the other day and got to saw him and Cade and.
Hey, a little man there too.
Yeah, little Colin was in there, and I didn't get to see Bridget. She's probably back there paying the bills, man. She's the one that runs the company. Eric's just the face of the company. But
I think the oldest.
K's the man. I'm just saying. Bridget pays the bills though, because you know Eric, he ain't that boy don't know what. Bridget, So, but big shout out to Big E, man. I mean, Big Eric, man, doing his thing over there, with Chaos, man. Switched it from Linux to Chaos, but he's, he owns his own business, man, and you always want to give a man his props that owns his business. So, big shout out to him and his family, and hope they keep doing big things, man. But if you ever any kind of buying tent, nails, reels, bed liner, spray, whatever you need, man, go see my man Big E over there at Chaos. But we're right back after what?
After one of our sponsors.
Keep it at 100 Oklahoma High School Sports. We'll be right back.
The gang's the same, but we changed the name, and we're now Chaos Customs OKC. Still your one-stop shop for all your vehicle upfitting and accessory needs. With almost 30 years in the business, we're your go-to for lift kits, wheels, tires, spray liners, bed covers, leather, fleet solutions, and so much more. Give us a call today at 405-778-8878.
Welcome back to Keep It 100 Oklahoma High School Sports. We're on the phone with the outstanding 6A state champion quarterback for Muskogee Ruffers, 4-year starter, baby. What's up, Big Bird, man?
What's up?
Not much, man. We're sitting here talking about it, man. I feel old, Bird. I remember when I interviewed you when you was a true freshman over at the Carl Albert game, man. You get the big win over CA. Now you're a senior going into your last year, and, you're coming off winning the state championship. How does it feel?
Man, it feels good. It feels wonderful, make it through the season healthy and get ready for college.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. But, Bird, I was sitting there thinking, man, can they repeat? And I started looking at y'all's players and reading about y'all, and I mean, damn, the rich get richer. You know what I'm saying? It's funny because, I mean, you guys must be Republicans, excuse me, over there at Muskogee because y'all just keep getting everybody.
He's a Republican.
There ain't no Democrats. I'm just telling you, though, because you guys, man, you got you coming back. Then you look down, and you guys got a outstanding running back that moved in from, Bartlesville?
Yep. PJ Wallace.
Yeah, I'm just saying, Bird. I mean, how do you feel about this team? I mean, I know you're coming off a state championship team last year, but what do you feel about this team coming up for this season?
I feel really good. We got a lot of weapons around. Both of my outside receivers, 6'2" up, can run, jump, all the tangibles. 2 running backs in the backfield, Latavion and PJ, 2 strong running backs that not one person can take down. It has to be multiple. My inside receivers, my tight end and Andre Beasley, number 15, the playmaker, the game changer. But, I'm also in the backfield too, so it's going to be hard to game plan around all of us. But really, I'm just happy and ready to play.
Yeah, you talk about your 2 big linemen that you got. You got with Mikael Chavez. Is that right, Mikael Chavez?
Yep.
And Jalen Barnes. I mean, these guys are D1 prospects also.
Where they come from?
Yeah, they D1 prospects as well. Miguel played with us last year. He started on defense. Recently blew up over the summer, and then Jalen came from Rogers. He recently got his D1 offer, but we have a few bigger linemen as well on the line. My center is about 6'3", about 290. Right guard is about 6'2", 310, and my left guard is about 6'3", 320. So, the line's still going to be big up front. Left tackle is also really big, about 6'6", 350.
These
he
guys
was sitting in the pocket for
these
a minute.
guys have been there, or they move-ins, or because you know how it is now, man, with the transfer portal, man.
They've been here. He was here last year. He just recently started to lock in on it. He's sitting behind Wesley Harvey, who was 6'7".
I remember Wesley.
Really learning from him. Say it again.
I remember Wesley from last year, man. A big young man. I remember watching him play when you was playing against Carl Albert, man. He was a young guy too, but he graduated though, right?
Yep, he graduated. He went to TCU.
Woo.
That was a big man.
Man. But you talk about on the defense side of the ball, you guys got a guy Cody, had over 120 tackles last year, and then Tim Moore had 131 tackles. I mean, then you got Anthony White, who will lead the secondary. So I mean, do you guys have any? I mean, and I know you don't want to say it on the air, but do you think you have any holes that hey, we got to kind of plug and get through the season, or you think you guys are just solid offense, defense, special teams, and everything else because they got a good punter because you're the punter.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, nah. we really solid throughout the whole team. It's some holes. Every team needs to fix. But we're gonna have athletes everywhere. We can move players around. Players play different positions and still look like they're in the right spot. We have a lot of corners. Andre Beasley played a corner last year. Kid named Edward James, about 6'2", 175. He plays a corner as well. Really aggressive kid. Should have had 3 picks in the first game last year, but ended up dropping them. Our two safeties.
I guess
he's on defense.
I guess he don't play offense, does he?
No, he does. He's a starter, but man, I don't know what was wrong with him that game.
His girl might have broke up with him. His girl might have broke up with him. He might have had one of them. His girl on Snapchat or something. I don't know. But man, Burge, man, you talk about, man, you're going into your last year at Muskogee, man. You're a legend there. You take him to a state championship. It's been a long time since Muskogee's been in the finals. Me and my brother's dad, they're from Muskogee. We grew up in Taft a little bit, so we know about the Roughers, man. Being a Bomber, that was one of our rivals. It was funny because my son's both of their last good high school game was against Muskogee. They both went off and beat them at home, and I think Sexton was still there. But it's just good to see what Muskogee's doing because you guys got the new stadium and the big things y'all are doing out there. But plus, I know you're going to be gone, but you got a backup quarterback that everybody talks about that's supposed to be pretty good. What's that young man's name?
He's a 2027 Peyton Lang. Nobody really knows about him right now because, he's sitting behind me. But whenever he gets his time to shine, he's going to be a dog. He's going to kill it. He's going to be everything I am for sure. He's a really athletic kid, runs track. I think he has that 4'6", 4'5" in him. Really strong kid as well, body built, and he's ready. Mechanics is beautiful. Everything about him is just really nice.
So, how big is he? How tall is he?
He's about 5'9", 175. But he still has a lot of room to grow. You can tell in his body.
No, that's good. That's good. So, how's Coach Travis been, man? I mean, with all these weapons and kids moving in, he got to be sitting over there grinning, man. He probably ain't yelling and screaming as much because when you got that much talent, you really ain't got to yell.
Yes, you do. That's when you got to yell. You got to keep that talent in line.
you know Coach Hill, man. He's never going to take his foot off the gas. He's 100, just straight head, steam, just going straight at it, diving into the season ready for it. Coach Hill's he's a football player, so he's one of those people, as soon as the season ended, he was already ready to start the next one. After he won state, he was ready to put it behind us and try to go back-to-back and get something that Muskogee has never had, and that's what he wants to carry on to his legacy.
So, Big E, have you got their schedule pulled up this year?
I do.
Who do they have, Big E?
Nobody.
They start out with Booker T, and then they go to Rogers, Arkansas. And then they come back home the following week and host another Arkansas team in Bentonville West. Bentonville West, they're a pretty good team out there in Arkansas. And then you got Ponca City, PC West, Bartlesville, Capitol Hill, Sand Springs, Sapulpa, and PC North. So I don't know. I'm looking at this schedule and I'm looking at a undefeated season right here.
Probably just don't sleep on those Arkansas teams.
Yeah, those Arkansas teams.
You can't take that from Sapulpa or Sand Springs on there.
Yeah.
Sand Springs is going to be a good team, Coach is a good coach over there, man. And think about it now that Muskogee has a target on their back, so everybody's going to play to beat them. They want to be the one to knock off the king instead of and make themselves the king. So, is there anybody?
So they're the prey now, huh?
Huh?
So they're the prey.
They're the prey now. Everybody's hunting them. So, Bird, man, is there any team that you like? Hey, I can't wait to play. I can't wait to suit up. Because this is it, man. You got at the most, you got what, 12? How many games they play? 14. Y'all play 10 regular, and then what? Playoffs. I don't know how the playoffs
is
work.
like 2 or 3.
2 or 3. 13 or 14 games left in your high school career. Is it getting kind of sad? Do you feel like, man, this is it? Do you want to kind of go by slow or what? How you feeling?
Nah, I'm just ready. Ready to get this season, get it started, go 1-0 every week. We're gonna get everybody's best game from week 1 till the state championship game. Everybody's gonna try to beat us, and they have their foot set in stone for Muskogee, and that's really what we want. We want everybody's best game. We don't want nobody to come into the game thinking they already lost. We're looking to get better every week, starting from Booker T until the state championship game, find new things that we can get better at. But from there on, I just want to live throughout this season and have fun. Have fun with my teammates, have fun with my brothers, because, this is my last ride with them. But I know as soon as it ends, it's time to go to the next step.
Yes, sir.
All right. And then, you just recently committed to Texas State University. Just wanted to congratulate you on that. And, what were some of the factors that kind of played into that decision?
I'd say the main factors were G.J. Kinney and Mac Leftwich. Went up there, they showed me the offense and everything, put it in front of me, compared it to my game. And it just all lined up to what I'm doing now. Especially they want to work around the playbook with me there, me being a dual threat. That's really what he wants in his offense. He has Jordan McLeod right now, who's a dual threat as well, run and throw. So that's what he was looking for in me. So I'd say I really committed to what they got going on and what the future looks like as well.
Gotcha. And where is Texas State? What part of Texas is that in?
San Marcos.
It's beautiful.
San Marvelous.
It's beautiful. Man, campus is beautiful. I mean, I'm talking about it's a nice campus. Eddie, the kid out of Colorado that played there, Harold played over the basketball over Texas
that's right.
State. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
So it's a beautiful campus, man. Right there, got the shopping, sent a little shopping outlet mall down there, man. It's on the way like you're going to not SeaWorld.
San Antonio?
Yeah, San Antonio. So, man, it's a beautiful campus, man. Yeah, it's
awesome.
beautiful. Yeah, so, Bird, I really had you picked to go to UNLV, but, a little bit closer, like you said. And the biggest thing, like you just said, it fits what you're going to do. They're going to work around your threats talents or what you can do. And the thing about it, man, they're building their brand there at Texas State. I think one of the things is I was kind of reading about it, man, and one of the things they had quote, save Texas or something like that, which is pretty cool. But getting a young man like yourself that's a highly talented QB, and the thing about it, you can go to NFL from any school. It don't have to be at a big Division Power 5 school. It can be anywhere. You get drafted anywhere.
D2, D3.
Yeah, that's it. And so, and now with the 12-game playoff system, you take that team, 11-0, 12-0. Now you got a chance to go play in the big time dance. So it ain't got to be like it used to be. So congratulations, like I said, like Big E said on that, signing with them, man. I know the family's happy. It's not too far. They ain't got to drive all the way to Vegas to come see you, man. They can make that drive to San Marcos. I think it's 6-7 hour drive, man. That ain't too bad.
Yep.
And I know you want the family there. And by the way, how's Dad doing anyway?
He's doing really good. He got more to DBs this year, so that's what he's coaching. Me and him bump heads, we do 7-on-7 and everything.
Oh, I love it. You be trying to roast him and talk noise to him at the house. How's it go? What y'all bumping heads for?
Man, I'm on his head every day. My receiver burn the corner, I'm on his head.
Does he ever say, "Hey son, hey, don't let me look so bad out here in front of my guys. Come on, give me
man,
one."
he be do it again. Try it again.
I love it. But Bird, man, I know last week we were supposed to hook up with him not doing the show, but you said you have a job. So what's your job?
I work at a pharmacy. It's called Economy Pharmacy. Work in the front, work register. It's a really fun job. I love it.
Nah, but that's cool though, man. To see a young man, with your talents, that's about to go play college ball instead of you sitting at home. I know you got that new college football.
NCAA.
That's it. We about to hook up and play online. I have to probably beat up on you a little bit because I'm really good.
I'm tough.
Who do you play with?
Texas
I play with everybody. I play with Texas State though. Yep.
Did you make yourself the quarterback already?
Oh yeah.
You rebuilding them in Dynasty too?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to text you, man, to give you my tag name. We gotta get a game, man. I'm not very good. I have my days. It depends on what day of the week it is, man. I mean, sometimes my team show up. I play with the Boomer Sooners, man. I love them, but man, I gotta find me another team. But I tell you, man, I was me and Big E and Jonah was kind of talking before we kick the show off. Is that the game is kind of realistic though, man? Because
it is.
I mean, it really is, man. And whoever created this did a great job. And I know he's even gonna be better next year because it's the first year. And it's cool to see these guys' names on the jersey now, man. And so how does that work though? Do these guys get paid to have their name on the jersey? How does that work?
Yeah, they got the game and they got I think $300 or something.
It was like $500 in the copy of the game.
Now some of them got more, right?
Yeah, some of them got more, like the cover athletes. Like
I know what's called it. He got paid though. Archie got paid.
Yeah.
Archie got paid. Yeah, he got paid. So is your name on the game or no? Not yet.
No, not yet.
Oh, so you be in the
next
year.
year.
Yeah.
Next year.
Because I know
I'll be next year.
I see some of the guys they got their names on there, but like Stone from OU, a top player, man. He don't even start on the game.
Yeah.
It's crazy though. But Bird, man, like I said, I ain't gonna take up too much of your time on this Sunday afternoon. We just want to, congratulate you with the season coming up, man. And like I said, I'm really proud of you, man, being to cover you for 4 years and see the things you've done, and hope you can pass the torch to other young men that's out there in Muskogee and Tulsa area, and and tell them to keep working hard because hard work pays off. Jonah, you have anything for Bird?
No, y'all said it all.
Said it all. Well, Bird, man, tell the mom, dad, everybody I said hi. Good luck to you.
See you in November?
We'll see you in November, man, at UCO, man. The biggest thing is stay healthy, man. That's the most important thing, though. And tell your playmates, man. Tell all the teammates, man, and, take every game like it's the last game.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Take care, Bird. Have a good one.
All right, you too.
All right, bye-bye. Well, folks, that's the outstanding quarterback from Muskogee High School, the Ruffers, man. Kid is a great class. Mom and dad, good people, man. It's funny, his dad's on the defense side of the ball, man. He gets to go get his dad every day. That's nothing, but was nothing as a father to be able to, coach your son and get to, be with him every day on the football field, man. I know next year is going to be a little bit different. Son going off to college, but, I'm pretty sure he's going to follow his son, man. And Texas State's a good school, man. You're talking about a beautiful campus. It's one of the beautiful campuses around, and like you said, and they're up and coming, man. And the thing about, man, with college football, with the transfer portals, man, kids are coming in left and right. It's crazy as hell, man. That, this high school it's just as bad, man. I mean, they're all packing up and going to one school, and you got to do something about it, man. You got to slow down. So, because you got to do something about it, man. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
what are you going to do?
That's just the new age,
it's just the new age. You're right. We'll talk about let's get into Big 6A football real quick, and keep it moving real quick. Who we got first? Let me see.
Should we talk about the obvious one first?
Who's that?
Bixby.
Bixby. I got them.
Is there any need to talk
how
about
realistic is it that a team knocks off Bixby?
I think Jinx will knock them off this year. That's one of my predictions, that Jinx will knock them off. Talking to Keywan just the other night, man.
They may beat them once.
We're gonna have.
They ain't beating them twice.
I just don't know, man.
the offense too complicated.
You think?
Yeah. I do like Caden Jones though. He's talented. I like watching that kid. He's
gonna take more than Caden.
Man. He said he had 11 move-ins.
Jinx said
11 move-ins. That's crazy. Jonah 11. That's a whole team.
What are they? Good quality moves?
I mean, they're not going to move into Jinx and not be able to play, man.
We don't know.
Man, I'm just going to tell you right now. I mean, I think Bixby. I think Coach Montgomery's one of the best best high school coaches in the state of Oklahoma.
Don't they have a new quarterback this year?
They got a big time outstanding receiver. His name is Blake Hog Shooter.
Hog Shooter.
I mean, guy got D1 offers already. It's just crazy what they have. They got on their O line, man. O line, D line, Brody Scroll, 6'7" defensive on the defense side of the ball. I mean, you got Cooper Parker. They got the Presley, the younger Presley's going to end up getting. Yeah, he's gonna go. I mean, he'll play both sides of the ball, but turned out to be a good corner safety. So they did lose their defensive back coach. That might hurt a little bit, though. What y'all think?
Nah.
He took his talents to
Jinx.
No, he took his talents to what did Coach Cole go?
Bristow.
Bristow. Yeah. So we'll see what they can do, but. I just tell you, man. I just think Bigsby's the team. I mean, they're ranked number 1 in the 6A, and then you walk down, you look at Jinx. It's led by the running back. Caden Jones. He's one of the top backs in the state of Oklahoma. So when you start looking at him, then you get 11 move-ins, man. I mean, it kind of tells you, what type of, what Jinx is doing over there. And I'll tell you another thing about with Jinx too, man. With Caden Jones, man, he's just a junior. So he still has another year, but, I mean, the kid already has 15 offers, from all the big schools, all big Power 5 schools. So, Colorado's on them, OU's on them. I think Oklahoma State. I mean, the kid got every offer that you can ask for. We'll talk about Owasso.
They got a new head coach, don't they?
Yeah, they got a new head coach. I think was a Blankenship that stepped down.
Yeah, I mean,
one of the legends.
He was the new head coach. Antonio Graham will take over for Blankenship from his first year. Owasso offense will be, was led by the D.
Who's Blake Cherry? Noah Hill, Drew Hogan.
You talking about Owasso?
Yeah.
Yeah, Noah Hill. Jaden Hall has the tools to take it. The running back Jaden Hall has the tools to take it to the house anytime. Drew.
He's a little scat back.
Yeah, a little scout back. Yeah. Drew. Was that Franklin Field?
Mm-hmm.
Will compete for the starting quarterback. They got some holes they got to fill, but I think this race of the 6A big is going to come down to Bigsby, Jinx. I think you can't count Union out with their top quarterbacks. Was it Shaker? Yeah. You got him, E. Jonah, to talk about that real quick.
Got Shaker Rising returning for Union at quarterback. Then you got.
He's already committed too. He's committed to
Boston College.
Yeah, Boston College already, which is kind of weird. I really thought he was going to go to Utah, but he ended up committing to Boston College. It's kind of I don't know. I mean, he's up and coming, but
what kind of quarterback is he though?
He's a dual. He was a quarterback that used to be at what was he at Jinx?
Mm-hmm.
He was at Jinx and ended up leaving Jinx.
Was he the one that was at the passing thing we went to?
I don't know if he was there or not, but no, he wasn't at that one. No. But he was at Jinx his freshman year. Then he ended up leaving and going over to Union and got mad about a jersey number. And ended up leaving.
What?
And, yeah.
The hell, that's a parent thing.
It's a quarterback's dad.
Yeah.
But like I said, Wassel's a team that and they got some players too. But and then Union, like I said. But I think the head of the show is going to be Bigsby and Jinx. And you go down to Santa Fe. Santa Fe loses their quarterback. Yeah, loses quarterback to Carl Albert. But they got the best. They got one of the best.
Was he a dual threat quarterback? Was he more of a pocket?
He's more of a runner. He's more like how Reed was. Reed Quasi. More of a run downhill, throw a little bit, but that's why I said you're gonna see Collier. You'll see Collier as the get a lot of game. They got a senior quarterback too, Devin, but I think Collier, if he can stay poised and not make mistakes for Carl Albert, I think you can see Collier.
Is that clock gonna slow down though?
I mean, that's the big difference between 5A and 6A football. Carl Albert's gonna do enough good job. I mean, they've had plenty of quarterbacks that's come in that they know what to do. Coach Johnson's been around long enough. Yes, they lose some couple coaches to retirement. Corley retires, man. So you'll see some different things. But Mike Dunn, I mean, he knows what he's doing over there. But I just tell you, Andy, Collier was the last quarterback that won a state championship. You got a chance to play with him, Jonah. You know what he was like. Drew Karam, two good quarterbacks. But I think Collier has the quarterback knowledge and knows the game enough to teach his son what to do and what not to do. So I don't count Carl Albert out. I know we're talking 6A, we're on 5A, but I just tell you right now, I just think Carl would be a kid that you gotta keep your eyes out on. Who we got next?
I already talked about Santa Fe.
Santa Fe, Deer Creek.
Yeah,
I forgot that they had moved up to 6A1.
That sucks too.
This is the one that really gets me.
What's
there
that?
It is. That Deer Creek, man, they got 16 returning starters, right?
And then you got to move up.
And then you move up. And I think Deer Creek would have gave Muskogee everything they wanted in the 6A2.
Yeah.
But Deer Creek is you put yourself in the big 6A now.
And you're on the same side as Bixby too.
And that's it. That's
Man.
it. Can you beat them?
Yeah,
I don't.
Not just Bixby, but Union, Owasso.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I mean, it just you're happy you moved up, but man, you about to get get your teeth kicked in because you'll lose some ball games. They got some players.
You don't mind?
No.
I mean, we just going off.
Yeah, I mean, they got 16 returning starters, man.
That 16 returning starters go a long way, though.
Yeah, it goes a long way. I mean, the quarterback is there. He's been there for a while, so I mean, that's a good thing about him. I mean, they got the Yumby. It be in the backfield. They always got some good backs and good QB and good receivers. But Mason Smith went over 100 catches last year. And on the defense side of the ball, they got Bradley Brewers, one of the leading tackles from last year with 105.
All right.
So I mean, they're going to be a good team. You know what I'm saying?
That second half is horrible.
Yeah.
Who they got? Who they got?
They got Bishop.
They got Bishop McGinnis. They got Norman North, Edmond North, Jinx and Bixby in back-to-back weeks to finish off the season at Jinx, and then they host Bixby.
So they might be the. This is the thing I'm trying to call Coach Jones. I don't know. Does everybody get in the playoffs, or do they take the top 8? Because I don't know how that works. This
ain't the YMCA.
Yeah, they did. They only did that during the COVID era.
Okay. Because I want to know right now you look at it, they're going to probably finish with number 3.
How?
Deer Creek?
Deer Creek?
No, on their side. On their side, though.
No.
You don't think they'll make the playoff? Top 4.
Top 4, maybe
at
at 4.
500.
No, I think the top 8 go. They got 4 from one side, 4 from the other side, so they'll finish 3rd in their district. So they'll play the number 2 on the other side of the district. Yeah, that's how it works.
Is it Owasso on their side?
No, I got it right here.
Oh, okay. I thought Owasso was on their side. So maybe, but
so you look at it on their side.
They'll make it to the playoffs and they get bounced in the first round.
You got Bixby, Jinx, Deer Creek, Moore, Norman North.
They'll get bounced by who's on the other side.
Yeah, but they'll play on the other side. You're looking at Owasso, Union,
first.
Broken Arrow, man. They've been down the last couple of years,
but they'll get bounced by one of them.
So I mean, I'm looking on this side. You're looking at Owasso, Union. Union probably finished 1. Owasso probably finished 2. Then you're looking at Broken Arrow probably finished 3, and then everything else up for grabs between Edmond, Santa Fe, Norman North, Westmore. I mean, Westmore, man. I think it's gonna be a tough year for them, man.
I think Norman North that could be a tough game.
Norman North is good. They're a good team.
Bishop
too.
McGinnis. I mean, that's not gonna be a district game.
Well, it's not a district game, but it'd be a good. Hey, Bishop McGinnis is gonna fool some. Hey, don't count out Bishop McGinnis. I know we're on 5A a little bit. I know they just lost a young man in a tragic accident a while back. I think he was a lineman, basketball player for sure. Was killed. He drowned. At the lake, so
damn lake.
Damn lake. He was exactly right. That's why I don't swim, folks. I don't go no more.
That's why
I don't swim. Norman North, it's led by its QB Owen Eisman. So Norman North is a team too, man. They got enough good talent, especially with all OU coaches. I'm pretty sure that's where they send their kids. So Norman North is a team that is going to be right there. And then Mustang, with 2 quarterbacks. They got
2 quarterbacks.
They got
Poe. You got 2 quarterbacks. You ain't got none.
Tayshawn. Well, Tayshawn got hurt last year, and Poe came in and finished the season off. But
Poe guy, is that OSU Poe guy?
Yeah, so it's true. So he got Daddy was a quarterback. Daddy trains quarterback. So don't take nothing from Mustang. They could be one of the teams that can sneak in there and get in the playoffs. They got 2 twin brothers, man, the Johnson brothers. One of them went over 1,000 yards last year. One got hurt and came back. So be on the lookout for them. Mustang, it's another Blankenship. So look out for them. And then you look at Broken Arrow. Broken Arrow's another team. They're the Tigers. Won a state championship. A few years back, but it's kind of fell off the map since then. But still one of those top power teams on the other side of the state. So it's real wide open to see who can win. Those are the top teams. You look at Bixby, like I said, you look at Jinx, you look at Owasso, you look at Union, you look at Edmond Santa Fe, Deer Creek's a team. They get hot. Like I said, having 16 starters, like Jonah said, can go a long way. So no telling what can happen. Don't get me wrong. Deer Creek can play with the best of them. So right. I just think going from 6'8" small to 6'8" big is going to be I mean, especially when you're playing.
It's going to take week
It's
4.
going to take some time. But they got enough talent out there. And kids are moving. Man, don't mean that you have somebody today that they won't be going the first day of school because, hey.
He said first day.
I mean, you just never know. I mean, look at C.J. Simons. Hey, Moore thought we had him all summer. Guess what? I'm at Tuttle now.
Oh, he left theirs.
He gone. He left. Yeah, he left last week.
I think I'm out.
He left Moore. The kid, is signed with Nebraska. And he decommitted. We've had him on the show. So it just tells you these kids, man. I mean, and I'm not trying to be mean, but no one's loyal no more. It's like a relationship.
They're not loyal to us.
I mean, you're right. Yeah, but you know what, man? I think if you battle with the trenches to your brothers, man, if you're going to leave, why go to Summer Pride with them? Why to go 7-on-7 with them?
Maybe something happened during that, and that's what caused it.
We don't know the whole
story.
story.
We don't know, but I'm saying, I get to speak my mind on it like y'all saying y'all's mind, but I'm just saying if you're going to leave. Don't stick around. Don't think that, hey, we got a chance to do something. Mikhail's been throwing to you all summer. Now you're going to pack up and leave.
Moore wasn't going to do anything.
How you know?
I know.
How do you know? So let's talk about Westmore.
They ain't going to do anything.
How long you think it's for them to get going?
3 years.
3 years. You think Coach White can turn it around?
Yeah.
I think Coach White, man, this is real talk, folks. I think Coach White, you give him 3 years over there. And don't get me wrong, we love Zoe. And I think Zoe's going to do some big things in 5A with the talent he has in Lawton. You got to just get the QB. You got the athlete. You got to get the right QB down there that can throw to you guys and get them open.
Talking about Lawton or Westmore?
I'm talking about Lawton with Zoe. But with Westmore, I just think he don't have the players right now.
No.
A lot of them packed up. Some came back, but, Middle City's running back went over there. So, Chata's tight end that was at Westmore went back to Westmore. So, I mean, kids are seeing the writing on the wall. Some stay, some go, but every kid wants to win a high school state championship. The biggest thing is winning that ring. You got a couple of those rings. You know what it's like. It's good to get to the playoffs. It's good to play those extra games because in high school, you only guarantee, 10, 20, 30, 40 games.
That Thanksgiving practice.
You only guarantee 40 games in high school. I mean, that's 10 your freshman year, 10 your sophomore, then your junior, senior year. Anything after that's bonus. So if you get those bonus games, that's special. But, some of these kids are looking for that. I mean, C.J. Simons, he knew that, hey, Moore's not going to get to the finals.
That's what I just said.
But does Tuttle have a good chance to get to the finals?
Yes.
Probably so. I mean, can you pull up Tuttle's schedule real quick, Big E, if you don't mind?
Harrah's on there.
Harrah?
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Harrah, man. They love keeping 100. They want us to come out and do their media day again. I think that's August 16 on a Friday from 6 to 8. I told Coach Blink, we have a good chance to come out there, depends on what our schedule's like right now. We're trying to get everybody scrammed in and get players on. Like I said, I want to have a player on. We'll have KD on. His dad, I reached out to his dad, like to have him on, like to have CJ back on again and talk, why did you go to Tuttle? But I understand why you went to Tuttle. What is Tuttle? They 4A or?
They opened up with Guthrie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but,
Newcastle.
I mean, the kind of the games to highlight on their schedule, they go to Ardmore, and then they have a home game versus Blanchard. And then, honestly, I think Harrah will be good this year. I went and watched one of their 7-on-7s over the summer, and they look pretty good, at least in the skill positions. But, yeah, but I think but they got they're hosting Harrah on their senior night. Yeah. So, yeah, Tuttle, I mean, historically has been really good. I had a couple cousins that came through there and did some things. Or actually, I still have one that's there. And then had one that came through, played football and basketball. I think he ended up picking up a scholarship to play basketball. So
why Tuttle?
Well, the quarterback, CT, I'm going to keep it 100. Charles Thompson was involved, with the quarterback over at Southmore. Then he had the twins. And then they all played on Thompson's 7-on-7 team.
Oh, okay.
You saw him that day we was out there. And, so, when you start getting guys to play 7-on-7 together, then they start talking, hey, man, let's go here. We can be a powerhouse because, you add somebody like CJ to a 4A program with his speed and his talent, who's going to be able to cover him one-on-one? Then you have those twins You know, then you got a good quarterback that can throw the ball because that sophomore quarterback as a freshman was really good. So now he takes his talents. You know,
Is that the one that we played against the other day?
We played against a couple years ago, and when he's in ninth grade, and he's a good QB. And so now he takes his talent and goes over there. And so
the sophomore quarterback's still there? Or
no, he went to Tuttle.
So why did 2 quarterbacks go to Tuttle?
No. The good one went there. They don't really. I don't know who the quarterback is at sophomore now.
Okay.
The one that was really good, he packed up and took his talents to Tuttle, and so then CJ followed him, and then the twin brothers followed him over there.
Is it CJ quarterback?
No, CJ's a defensive back.
Oh, okay.
Defensive back. He's a corner and safety and receiver.
Gotcha.
So he takes his talent now. McHale's who we had on.
Oh, McHale.
McHale's who we had on. He's the quarterback.
No. Who was the quarterback that was supposed to go to? He didn't want to play quarterback, but he's playing quarterback for Moore. He's supposed to go either Kansas State. Black quarterback.
No, that's McHale. But CJ was at Moore. He never played.
Yeah, CJ. Yeah, he was at Moore. He was like a wide receiver DB.
He never played quarterback.
Okay.
He's a playmaker.
No, their quarterback was like Malachi.
Malachi is a quarterback.
At Moore. Yeah.
At Moore.
Oh, okay.
But if you look at the 6A, you look at Bigsby, Jinx, Deer Creek, Moore, Norman, Edmond, North, Enid. Who's going to be your top 4? You think will go to the playoffs?
Bigsby, Jinx. So you basically 2 from here, 2 from here?
No, you take the top four. Top 4.
Yeah,
top 4 from here and top 4 from there.
So 8 total?
Yeah, you got 1, 2. So I'm looking at Bigsby.
How you have it right there?
I don't know. I mean, Moore is sitting at, so the top 3 is for sure is going to be Bigsby, Jinx, Deer Creek. Then you got Moore, Norman, Edmond North, and Enid all fight for that 4th spot.
Yeah. I think Moore and Norman, I mean, those two will be battling out for that 4th spot. On that side, and then on 682,
you got 682. You got Owasso, Union, Edmond Santa Fe, Norman North, Broken Arrow, Westmore, Edmond Memorial, and UConn. UConn, you got Rogers, the receiver, DB, but
he needs to get out of there.
I told his daddy that, man. He should have took his talent because UConn, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, they started off good last year, 3-0, but. People get excited when you win your first 3 preseason games, but sometimes you're playing teams that's not as good as you. Then you get in the regular season. Moore's been like that the last 3 years. They look good in preseason, then you get into the regular season, they can't get to the playoffs. So, and that's what every one of these kids want to do. They want to play that bonus game because that's when the scouts get to come out and watch.
Because Moore has too much talent spread out. They need to be all at one school.
Yeah, I mean, and eventually I think it's going to be like that. I think Coach White get them all over at Westmore. Coach Brian, I mean, a coach that got to coach my boys in Big E. Good coach, but, look, I said, you lose one of your top players, man, to go to another school and to a lower school, too. It's not like he went to a 6A big. He went to a 4A school, which the talent's talent, but I don't see myself, hey, if I'm the man, I want to go against Jinx. I want to go against Bigsby. I want to show people what I can do because those are the type of talent you're going to play at the next level in college. But I know what he's going for. He's going for, hey, I got my buddies over here. We got a chance to win the state championship. So can't fault the guy. I mean, I don't know what I would do if my boys were still in school. You coming up with your son, Jonah. You got to make the decision. He's at Brink. And you got one more year.
I would have been at a different school every year.
You would have?
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Why, Big E? Tell me why you'd be at a different school.
Why not? Just why not?
Just because,
I'll probably do the KD method, if you can't beat them, join them. So if that was the case, I guess I would have been, I guess I would have been at Stillwater at some point. So
how you think, we'll wait to talk about those guys. I mean, I want to jump into the 5A and 6A so bad. That's what it is.
You talking about Carl Albert?
I mean, Carl Albert, Dale City. Dale City got
a new quarterback, didn't
Dale City got a quarterback that came from Tuttle. So Tuttle's quarterback that was at Tuttle. Saw old boy come from sophomore, so he bounced and went to Dale City.
It's like a whole, it's a carousel.
Yeah, it's a carousel. So Coach Jones, he'll have a.
Didn't they not? That quarterback they had last year, I thought he had another year. River?
No, River. He signed with Jiminy Christmas, Montana State.
Was it Montana State?
I think it was Montana State.
I did remember seeing that.
He just signed. He just signed.
Right.
So congratulations to Rivers. I gave him a little bit of love. Tweeted him, told him congrats. So good job to him. He signed late. Rivers one of those guys. He won that big Power 5, and sometimes kids, you got to go get what you can get. You know, I mean, it's like Steele. Steele was the
transfer portal.
That's it. Steele was a backup quarterback at Akron. Now he's at OU. I was going to ask you guys, do y'all think he ever play?
If he changed positions.
I mean, he's got good size.
What position you would say? Tight end?
Tight end, receiver. I think he's more of a skill player than a quarterback. I think he's that quarterback because his parents. I think he's a better athlete.
At quarterback,
I don't know. I mean, with Hawkins,
just because of how heavily they recruited quarterback.
Yeah.
You know, they got Jackson Arnold. He was a 5-star guy. Malik Hawkins or Michael Hawkins. Sorry, he's another good guy. I mean, I've heard high praise from him.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you see him on the field.
I think he's better than Arnold.
Yeah. But they got so much stock on him, so they got to play on him. Reed DeQuazy leaves OU. Now he's at OSU, and probably gonna have a chance to play at OSU.
I would go to tight end.
Yeah, but I think what I've kind of heard is that he goes to OU, get his name out there, maybe play scout team, get a little bit of film on scout team, then transfer somewhere else. Yeah. Because once you've been at OU, now you got a chance to probably go play at a Kansas or another.
I mean, no doubt about it. He's a talented kid, and he can play Power 5 football 100%. It's just with how loaded OU's QB room is, I don't see him playing a down like maybe in one of these early games, like against like Temple or.
But are they going to put him in that game and not play Hawkins?
He's not going to play any game.
I mean,
because you got to look who's the depth chart. I mean, you OU guru. Tell me about
Thompson
it.
Ahead of him.
Yeah, you got Thompson, Casey Thompson. You got Michael Hawkins, Brendan Zerbrug, and then you got, I think that's their whole quarterback room, and then you got Steele in there. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, like you said, get some. Get a little bit of film on scout team, and then he's definitely talented enough to play.
I think they still got to consider as a freshman.
I guess now. Yeah,
he's fast enough. He could be a hybrid tight end.
Yeah, I mean, look at Blake.
If it
Blake
was my
Bell.
son, he's gonna spend 10 years.
Was it Blake Bell that was at OU?
Yeah,
all OU's quarterbacks.
And he could have developed. I mean, I haven't seen him play since high school, so he could have developed at Akron. So maybe I don't know, but
I'm saying the longevity of if he wants to go NFL, I want him tight end because he's fast.
Yeah, he's fast. Good size with 6'2", 6'3". Yeah, good
and he's a high head.
Yeah. So I mean, it depends on what you want to do. If you want to be a quarterback and hold a clipboard, or you want to get on the field, I mean, I bet he's good as any of the tight ends they got right now.
They don't have that many, maybe 2.
See, I should have changed positions in high school.
You should have went to kicker.
Athletic trainer.
Clipboard.
Yeah, I should.
The manager.
Yeah, the clipboard quarterback. I just throw up fake hand signals, make them think I'm doing something.
What do you think about your Yellow Jacks? Think they're gonna be good this year?
Yeah, they got a lot of talent returning. So I think
that doesn't matter if you don't punt, kick field goals.
Yeah, situational.
Man, this is what I heard, man.
Coaching gotta get better.
I haven't seen Jake this summer. Usually I run into him with basketball, but did see Coach Carter yesterday. His little daughter's a little hooper. Give her a little bit of love, but
shout out to his son. He just got his first offer not too long ago.
Who's?
Coach Carter's. His son just got his first offer. I forget where it was, but he just got his first offer.
Did he play it?
Yeah, he starts at center.
For Tata?
Mm-hmm.
Show me some film. Pull that up right now. Let me see that.
Coach whose son?
Coach Carter.
I didn't
call
know
him.
He had a son.
TJ.
TJ, good kid, really good kid. I didn't know he played though.
Yeah. He's on the O line. He's I think he was at center, snapping the ball.
What?
I'm just here.
I didn't know that. Congratulations, young man. CJ's a good kid though.
Yeah,
he is a good kid. Good kid. Yeah, hey, you know what, man? I mean, with Goose being back over at Choctaw, I can't really hate on Choctaw no more, man. Goose is over there. I'm a big Goose fan, so that's a new athletic director, man. And, he doesn't like Carl Albert, but it's okay.
Who didn't like Carl Albert?
I mean, Goose don't. You can't beat him.
Nobody likes Carl Albert.
Yeah, you can't beat him. You got to join him. Yeah, that's all it is. But I tell you, though, I did hear that somebody told me that Coach Corbin and McConnell, I think McConnell put it on Facebook or Twitter or something, that they went to a 7-on-7 tournament and they took Corbin's youngest son. He's going into 6th grade, and McConnell's youngest son. I think they're both going to 6th grade and went played 7-on-7 with the JV team.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's nice. But yeah. They also got Choctaw. They added Coach Sexton. They have him on the coaching staff there with Rusty Hall and all them. So their coaching staff, I mean, they got a really good coaching staff this year. So
how tall is he?
He's about 5'2".
Yeah, he's pretty short. He's like 5'6", 5'7", maybe.
Boy, you better
Play
stop.
center.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
That's congratulations to TJ.
TJ. Yep.
TJ, congratulations, TJ, from Keep It 100.
Oh, that was a good pancake.
Who they playing?
He's scrappy.
Yeah, he thick.
He's scrappy.
Is he
Nah,
wrestling?
I think he used to wrestle back in the day. Yeah,
he was
did.
a wrestler.
He was a
Yeah.
wrestler. He's a good kid, man. I
Yeah.
mean, like I said, I have nothing to hate on
I mean, you
Cha
don't want your
Cha.
centers too tall.
He looks.
I just think it's tough that, man, but Muskogee got
haven't seen
everything
him in a
coming
while.
back, and I know this is Cash's last year, then they still got the quarterback coming back. He tried to follow me on Twitter. What's his name? The young dude out of Guthrie. Landon.
Oh, the one that's at Choctaw now?
that's
Yeah,
Choctaw.
Landon Gatson?
Yeah. So, I mean, how you think that's going to go, Big E?
Uh,
Think it'd be Williams? It'd be Landon's show. And then I also like Hawks.
if they're
boy, too,
smart,
though.
you got to have Cash on offense. He's one of your best athletes. So whether it's at quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, you got to have him out there on offense. He's one of your best athletes. He's a playmaker. If you want to run a 2-quarterback system, I guess if you can find a way to make that work, I mean, do that. I mean, but yeah, you got to get Cash on the field however you can. So,
Well, folks, glad to be back in the studio with my guys, man. I mean, I missed them. Get to start seeing more of them. I know Big E, his schedule's going to be tight, so we have to work some things out. He might take some phone calls on Sundays with us, man.
Yeah.
But
What are you doing, Biggie?
16 credit hours in the
got
fall.
16. He got to go get it, man. Hey, Big E got to go get that money. I ain't mad at him. We'll work. We'll figure something out.
It's called a break.
Yeah.
You gotta
It's
study
cool.
all
I
day.
got a class with Al Eschbach. Al
you go.
Eschbach's teaching the class.
Hey,
so
there
that'd
you
be
go,
fun.
man. I mean, you learn from the best, man.
Yeah.
I mean, get a way
And
to
I
get
think
on that show.
Barry Tremmel's going to be teaching classes at OU
Hey, man,
now.
tell them you don't keep it 100. The up and coming high school sports. I mean, we are one of the best, man. I give love to everybody, man. I did talk to my man from Guthrie. I told him when we do the 5A, I like to have him on the show with us to go over the 5A deal. I think 5A is going to be one of the exciting ones, man, with all the teams moving and changing. I mean, I know Dale City's going to be. They got a lot of guys coming back. Coach Jones went out there and did his thing. Coach Mike, they got everybody coming back. I mean, like I said, the only thing they got to really do is kind of plug and go at quarterback. And then, I mean, yeah, it's going to be hard to change out a quarterback from a guy that was a 5-star, 4-star, to end up going back to Texas. But then the running back, you got to find somebody that's going to replace X. But I think they got some guys. I think the young man that was it Simons. LJ, I think Simmons.
Yeah.
I think he'll help in Elijah. Then I'll tell you, the young kid that I really like a lot is Cade Davis too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like he's a
the
stud.
kid can go,
I think
man.
what
I don't know why
I was at one game. They were on defense.
Yeah.
Every time tackle made by
What number
Caden
is he?
Davis. Tackle made by Caden Davis. Tackle made by Caden Davis.
I
Every
mean, he
time.
can run too. He runs at what 11.4 and 100, and
he's quick.
He's a quick guy, and
He's just a headhunter. He'll come
I
down and he'll
wonder
hit you.
I wonder why
hard.
Tulsa ain't offered him or any of these small Division I schools. Smart kid, he's been around. He's been a 4-year starter.
I want to say he has a preferred walk on OU.
Does he?
I think maybe. I
think
might be mistaken.
He'll
but-
get something because the kid
Yeah,
is good.
I mean,
though.
dude, he knows where the ball is at all the time, and he goes and finds the ball. He makes the tackle, he gets up and does it again the next play. I mean, the kid has a motor that doesn't run out. I mean, he's one of my favorite players in the state.
Yeah, I think 5A is going to be one of the funnest ones to talk about. 4A, like I said, I think you can kind of pass that torch to Tuttle right now, man. I mean, getting that many guys plus what you already got. Tuttle's always going to have good linemen. I mean, that's who they are. They got the new turf, Jason White Stadium, so they're going to do big things. But like I said, next week we'll talk about small 6A, talk about the Yellow Jackets, the Bishop McGinnis. I'm sorry. The Bishop is still 5A. I'm sorry. Talk about
No, they're
still,
6A2 now.
Did they move up?
Yeah, they moved up. Bishop McGinn is 6A2.
Woo! That's what I said. It'd be hard for your Jackets to win one, though. I mean, it just be tough.
I mean, only team that's in their way is Bishop McGinnis and Muskogee.
Right, like he said.
I'm just saying. They got a lot of people coming back.
No, they do.
And
I mean,
Choctaw,
But do they
they
have-
had some guys move in.
they had some guys move. Hey,
They have
so-
what about the
quarterback.
DB Green? Who's that young man?
I never played with him. Dejan, I think his name's Dejan.
I mean, he's getting some big time.
Yeah,
stuff,
he's
man.
got some offer. I think he's pretty tall. He's like a 6'1",
6'2",
6'2". Yeah,
6'1",
he's pretty
yeah.
tall, link kid.
I mean, like I said,
So-
Corbin's always find some way to do good things out there. So they got the new building going up out there, the new
Indoor
facilities. So
I wish I had that, man.
I mean, hey,
Air conditioned practices.
there you
Yeah,
go,
I
there you
would've
go,
loved it.
man. I mean, Well, folks, man, I love it, man. This football season, man, we could talk, man. We'll get a little bit to more in the OU and a little bit more NFL stuff in the next couple of weeks. I know my nephew Noah's been training all summer to get himself ready for this upcoming season. Jonah, what do you think about him before we get out here?
We'll see.
That's all you got to say. We'll see. He's been training hard. He's been doing jump boxes and sand boxes and everything else, man. But that's what you got to do.
How his clothes are tight now.
Yeah. That's what you got to do, folks. If you want to get to the next level, man, ain't nothing gonna be given to you. You got to go fight for it. But get us out of here, Big E.
Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Keep It 100 Oklahoma High School Sports.
Subscribe,
like, comment, subscribe, share, tweet at us or X at us. If that, I don't know how
tweet
that works
X.
now. Yeah.
But like I said, once again, though, man, anybody that joins the show, if we get 100 subscribers in the next week and you let us know, I
think we just passed 400 not too long ago.
Yeah, we had 400. Like to get to 500. Love to be 1,000 by the end of the season. But some things I'm going to do, I'm going to start giving out some swag. I just gave out a swag soccer, CA soccer. Then I did a Keep It 100, just a soccer guy, a young man that likes soccer. Gave him a shirt. He wanted a Keep It 100, so I had a couple of shirts made for those guys. But anybody that needs some swag, just hit us up, man, and let me know, and we'll get it made over there at the great place of Triple Elite, Chris Crawford's company with Latrell and those guys. So Allison, I know that she can get me swagged up like what I got on right now. But folks, like I said, thank you for joining, watching, and listening to another great episode of Keep It 100. We'll see you next week.
See ya.